What appears to be a routine tree removal job quickly proves that no operation is ever completely predictable. The crew arrives fully equipped and begins by carefully assessing the tree, its natural lean, nearby obstacles, and the safest direction for the fall. In professional tree work, success depends long before the chainsaw starts. Every cut is calculated, every movement is planned, and every team member understands that proper preparation is the foundation of safety.
Some old lady's house who was living there alone. She sold it to the fire department. It was not a fun fire station to work at. It was incredibly slow. There were no calls there. It was still nice being out. That's my friend over there making noise. So I'm doing this job today for him for free. After I made a video saying, don't work for your friends because they always want free stuff. I'll go introduce you to him a little bit later and you'll understand why. I don't claim to be consistent. Something I say or mean one day, I might not say or mean it the next day.
That's the one you video all your YouTube videos
Yeah.
on? I can't believe that some of that's that clear. I thought you'd have had a camera set up or something.
Have you messed with these before?
I usually hate 3D or 360 videos.
It's, well, it's the instant.
With the inspection complete, the crew secures a heavy-duty rope high in the tree to help control its movement during the removal. Everything appears to be progressing exactly as intended. As the chainsaw begins cutting through the trunk, years of experience guide every decision. At this stage, even the smallest shift in weight can dramatically change how several tons of timber will behave, so every movement is watched with complete focus.
Not a good tree ID guy. Was this an ash tree? You guys tell me. Stakes are high on this one. I'd say the weight goes slightly towards the house, if anything. I don't know, it's pretty evenly weighted, but stakes are high because not only are you hitting a house if it goes the wrong way, but you're hitting a house with my friend's 2 daughters inside of it. There's many reasons why you don't want it to hit the house. One of my recent videos, it was literally titled, "Do not work for your friends." What am I doing today? Working for a friend. How much am I charging for this tree job? But Drew, doesn't that make you a hypocrite? Yeah, maybe. Put on a helmet, put on a helmet. Best thing ever, Notch Sinte pole saw. It's gone from being a limb cutter to being a throw ball rescue device. See, tools are great. Tools and technology are great. They're especially great for people who don't have skill. If you don't have skill, find a tool or piece of technology to compensate for your lack of skill. That's what I've done. At this point, I'm just gonna do it because you guys are gonna let me hear about it. At this point, probably should have a helmet on, because when you're pulling this line up, it could knock out a dead limb. Do the right thing like me. I'm pulling the tree that direction. What are the chances that this tree falls back and hits the house? Well, they're not 0.
As the cuts deepen, The tree slowly begins responding to the pressure. Communication between the crew becomes increasingly important because the critical moment is approaching. The tension in the rigging system rises rapidly, placing enormous force on every knot, anchor point, and section of rope. This is where high-quality equipment and precise planning are pushed to their absolute limits.
Woo! Gotta poop my pants.
The rope broke. It wasn't around anything sharp, or
Yeah.
it just broke midway. Editing Drew here. I seem here to be mystified by how this rope broke, and my friend seems to think a knot came untied.
Knot came untied, huh?
Which would actually make more sense if there was a knot, so my friend was right. There was a knot there, and that knot was from a previous time, which I also have on video, I'll link it here on the screen, where we were trying to pull a small tree over. We're being lazy about it because it was a small tree, and we had tied our rope around the skid steer in a spot where there was an edge, so the rope was going over a, not a sharp edge, but it was not a rounded edge either. So the rope then on that job did break, leaving two frayed edges, so we tied the two. That's why you use wedges. Dang. What happened? I guess there was like a cut. I don't remember seeing. I guess we do need to get our new rope anyway, but yeah, inspect your gear. Capture
Then
your progress
everything
as you
changes
There hadn't
in
been
an
wedges
instant.
here. The tree could have
Instead of
snapped back.
following the expected
This
path,
would have closed,
the massive
and
weight
it
of
would
the
have sat
tree
down on
generates
itself,
far
and that could
more
have been
force
enough
than
force to
anyone
snap that
anticipated.
hinge.
The rope
And it could have gone the
stretches
wrong
under
way.
extreme pressure before suddenly
guys.
reaching its limit. Within a fraction of a second, it snaps violently, releasing an incredible amount of stored energy and turning what had been a controlled operation into a highly unpredictable emergency.
Guess it's time for a new rope.
Whew. Whew.
It was dead. Said it was dead.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll work. What do you think? Is Mom gonna be able to jump over this tree and get through?
No,
She gonna have to drive around? What do you think?
she's not in the car.
She got in the car. Well, I guess she's
guess
stuck, huh?
Mom told us she.
Just the last time it got windy, that
Yeah.
thing broke. I bet every one of them up there is broken.
So what is that thing supposed to be?
Business signs, double-sided, poly to go on one side, and then I've got to wire all those lights in. The come-up gallery,
Where are they located?
New Orleans. This is with your algorithm where you land on search sites or whatever. So they say
Different schools of thought on it.
Yeah, and well, another one over there that's got to go that way too. So I'm wondering about just seeing if I can find somebody that wants to make a round trip, a day trip. This 4-pound hammer. Whenever I was first starting out, I mean, I couldn't swing that. You're talking about 4 or 5 good minutes of working with it before
Yeah.
your wrist is starting to give.
Yeah,
You're
no
making
kidding.
bad swings or something. And now I can work with it most of the day, but I don't. But like that right there, that's a ton of work to do by hand. Just to move that much metal. I mean, this is like a half-day project just to forge this.
Yeah.
And then you got the grinding and everything, handle fit.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, at the end of the day, doing it by hand, you could spend a whole day just making that. And you can't sell this for what it would take to make by hand. But now, like, we've got a press and we got a power hammer. I can make this in like 10 minutes. I mean, this is like
The crew reacts immediately. Years of training take over as each member moves to a safe position while keeping constant attention on the falling tree. Despite the equipment failure, nobody panics. Their calm and disciplined response prevents the situation from becoming even more dangerous, proving that experience is often the most valuable safety tool on any job site.
Husky, like 8-pound maul, like a splitting maul, to drive the wedges in. Yeah, super heavy. There's no reason to use it, I just had it. And the ones at the axes at the hardware store, the back side of it is not really good for hitting wedges because it's kind of rounded.
I've got one that I like done.
Oh, nice.
What do you think of that?
Well, you didn't.
I didn't make this.
Okay, I thought you were
That's
acting like you made this. Like, what?
No. This is what I'm shooting for, is the 2.5, 3-pound head range, like a camp style or a boy's axe with about that long of a handle. But this I haven't had a lot of use on this, and like it's damaged. You know, just hitting a few steel splitting wedges or whatever. They're just not that great whenever they come from the factory like that. But maybe just a little bit different profile, but about that size, about that weight. And like that's easy to keep with you when you're working. This is what I carry around when I'm cutting trees. Nice ash or hickory. If we can get our hands on the ash, we use ash. But these are made on machines where they're cut. Their fibers here, if you look, you see the fibers that are running this way, where it's already cracked. Like it'll just split. And I'm sure you've had handles, they'll split along the length of them or whatever, and you'll have a sharp pointed edge. Whenever they're doing them like that, they're not taking the grain into consideration. He shaves them.
Right.
So it follows the grain path, and he'll pull off the grain if it's not in the right spot.
Once the immediate danger has passed, the team's priority shifts to making sure everyone is safe before analyzing exactly what went wrong. Although the broken rope causes a major setback, it also serves as a powerful reminder that tree removal remains one of the most hazardous professions. Even with careful planning, advanced equipment, and experienced workers, unexpected situations can still occur. Every incident becomes an opportunity to improve techniques, strengthen safety procedures, and reduce the risks of future operations.